Get into some of the classifications so the listener understands what the classifications are on classified documents, because they go top secret, need to know. Give us a little background
Well,
on
they
that.
start at the bottom. It would be law enforcement sensitive. So that means you really shouldn't share this with people that aren't in law enforcement or don't need to know it because they're not involved in working with you on a task force or something like that. If you go to top secret, and I should add, every employee of the FBI, right down to the janitors, have to be cleared top secret. That means they have access throughout the office and can handle classified material, and many of the reports are classified. So they would have access to handle it, to file it, to look at it. So that's the very first level. Then there are a number of classifications above that that are actually the names and initials of those classifications are classified. So there's above top secret, I'll put it that way. So if you need to know it, what they generally refer to is how the information was received. So if the information came from another investigation in the FBI, or it came from a foreign law enforcement service, or it came to us from the intelligence community, like the CIA or at the Pentagon, or other overseas agencies, law enforcement or intelligence, then the classifications indicate where that came from and how reliable it might be. So at that point, if I classify something myself and have my security officer put the stamp on it, and we put on there that, whether it can be disseminated to foreign services or other law enforcement, what the handling of that document should be, and that the originator can declassify it, which would be me. The only other person that could declassify it, President of the United States. He has the authority to declassify anything and everything he chooses. And there's no mechanism for me. He doesn't have to write on the document. He doesn't have to change the file. He doesn't have to do anything. He can just, if he removes that file from the White House and it gets sent to Mar-a-Lago, it's still unclassified. He declassified it.
You're listening to an abundance of information coming from an incredibly reliable source. Tom Fuentes, a former assistant director of the FBI.